Hi, I'm Jay Morgan Schloining, president of the Florida Public Relations Association, the oldest professional development association in the United States dedicated to enhancing the profession of public relations. This is the president's message for June 2023. June is, of course, Pride Month, and that means we are celebrating and highlighting LGBTQ plus PR practitioners and talking about some of the issues that community faces. And our e-newsletter is jam-packed with resources for you on this topic this year. The Museum of Public Relations is holding a free webinar later this week on June 15th. It's called The Role of Communicators in Protecting LGBTQ plus Rights, a conversation covering history, politics, and culture. That is free of charge. If you missed the live version a couple days later, it will be available on their website free of charge on demand. We've also included links to other materials and resources, educational resources for you that talk about the terminology to use when covering something about LGBTQ plus issues. And we've also included a link to practitioner profiles. They call them pioneers in the LGBTQ plus community, and those were developed by the Institute for Public Relations. We're also celebrating Juneteenth this month, which is, of course, the federal holiday that marks the official end of slavery in the United States. We have included a link to more information on that from the National Museum of African American History. It is a Smithsonian property in Washington, D.C. We are less than 2 months away from the most exciting event that FPRA has. It is, of course, our annual conference this year in Orlando. It'll be at the Waldorf Astoria coming up in August. And we've been sharing with you big announcements of speakers as we've been able to share them. And this month in the e-newsletter, you will find several more. One of them is Martin Waxman. He's an artificial intelligence expert who is going to do a fascinating session on how AI is going to impact our careers as PR practitioners, and specifically the skills that we need to learn to remain competitive in our field. You don't want to miss that. And also Melissa Agnes is a crisis communications expert. She's also a friend of FPRA. Back in 2020, we had a webinar shortly after the pandemic broke out that was really popular. She is back this year in person and will be talking about how we can be crisis ready. She's going to give us a sneak preview in just a few weeks during our June free webinar for members about what she'll be talking about at the annual conference. So look in your e-newsletter for a link to that. The early bird registration deadline for that is July 14th. Well, if you're interested in applying for our Leadership FPRA program, and we hope that you are, that deadline is quickly approaching. Leadership FPRA is a fantastic program that I had the opportunity to go through a number of years ago. It really shifted my perspective on leadership. You learn your strengths, you learn your own leadership style, and you learn the language of business. We all talk about wanting to get our place in the C-suite. This is how you do that. There's more information on Leadership FPRA with a link to the registration form in the e-newsletter. That deadline is Wednesday, June 21st. Thanks for being a member of FPRA. We're grateful to have you here. You belong here. I hope you have a great month, and I'll see you again in July.